I'd like to introduce now John Oates. I think many of you know who John is. He's internationally recognized entertainer, member of Hall & Oates. He's been active in many environmental issues, especially deforestation issues. John was involved this summer in the ride through the American forest, and I can tell you something, that John is a killer on a mountain bike. We had professional mountain bike people there, and he was leading them through the forest. So, John.
Thank you. Just a few short months ago, I didn't know the difference between a national forest, a national park, or a wilderness area. Like I'm sure many Americans today thought that Smokey the Bear was just kind of a friend to us all and kind of overseeing all these beautiful, pristine areas. And I've learned a lot in these past few months. And what I've learned has not been, it's been very saddening. I'm sorry to see America destroying its heritage and its natural resources and the way that it's doing it. So much has been said by all these people today who have much more information and speak much more concisely and clearly than I do on it. And in a way, I'm only here for, not only am I here to find out more, but I'm also here, I feel like some of the environmentalists and some of the environmental groups are kind of like the unpopular kid at the high school dance. They go and stand around in the corners but can't get anyone to dance with them. Well, I'm kind of here to see if I can get someone to dance. So it's part of my function, and if I can do anything at all to help, that's why I'm here. Thanks.
Next person I'd like to introduce is Carole King, another person you all know. Carole is a songwriter. She's an actress. She's a singer. She's been a very long time activist. She lives in Idaho whenever she can at her ranch. She loves the mountains. She loves the Northern Rockies. She's worked for a long time to help protect these places. And Carole is no stranger to Capitol Hill. She's been involved in the political process for a long time. Carole?
First of all, I want to thank you all for coming because we have something to say and we're trying to get a message to the American people, and we cannot do it as well without you. So we really thank you for coming and hope that you'll continue to help us get this information out to the American people. Everybody pretty much covered most aspects of the issues that are before us today. I want to say that in terms of the Forest Service and how they're handling the destruction of our forests, consider this. Let's say for every $100 spent on building roads into areas that they then clear cut, the income generated by the Forest Service is, on that timber sale, is $10. That $90 difference is a loss. If you were running a business at that kind of loss, you would go out of business. The Forest Service is not going out of business, and the reason is because the American taxpayer is paying the difference. There is today on Capitol Hill a big to-do about the budget and ways we can cut the budget. Right there, cutting the Forest Service's road building budget, eliminating it, would make it possible, if not to have a tax rebate, then certainly not to have us increase taxes the way President Bush has said that we need to do today. We need to bite the bullet and increase taxes, he said. Well, we don't necessarily. If this were one of the ways to cut the deficit, why are they not doing it? I think because the American people are really not aware of this. That's why I'm asking your help in bringing this information to the American people. The Wild Rockies National Lands Act that is being proposed here today is a bill that we hope addresses that problem. It would eliminate any further road building in the roadless areas. It would protect the wilderness. It's a triple win situation because you would first of all, eliminate this waste of money. Second of all, it provides jobs in the form of something called work, the Wildlands Recovery Corps, in which people would be employed to restore the health of the land that has already been damaged. And third, it would, I have my notes here. Okay, we have providing jobs, restoring the health of the land, and it would save the taxpayers from spending the money that it's spending. So those are the 3 points of this bill. It is of benefit to everyone, except possibly the few corporations that are saying, well, we need to take advantage of the American people and log this public land. Well, those corporations won't go under. They have plenty of private land that they're not logging. So I am here today in support of this bill. I have been here before. I've been to Capitol Hill to try to get a similar bill passed for the state of Idaho. We are now transcending political boundaries. It's not about the state of Idaho or the state of Montana. It's about an ecosystem. It's about a bioregion. It's about our rights as American citizens to be part of the process. It's a national issue. And again, I thank you all for coming. I regard myself as another American citizen. The fact that I happen to be famous may get an issue a little more attention. But I think that people still will make up their own minds based on the information they get. My function is to get them as much information as possible.
Well, what alternatives are there? You've mentioned a few things, and I know that the extraction is what's used in the forest, and people go and take out the timber. Are there alternatives for the products in the forest that can be harvested without destroying the forest? What can we do to work with the forest in an economic sense? You know, are there some other choices?
U.S. Forest Service experimental research.
My name is Carole King. I am talking to you from Capitol Hill in Washington, D.C. And I'm here today to help get congressional sponsorship for a bill called the Wild Rockies National Lands Act, which is a bill that would protect wilderness in 5 states. It's not just about one state or another state. It's about an entire ecosystem. As we speak today, discussions on the Hill are very much focused on the budget and the problems of where to cut the budget. And President Bush came out and said that he thinks that we need to raise taxes and the American people have to make some sacrifices. Well, there is a huge budget for the Forest Service to build roads into our national forests, which they then clear-cut and do so at a loss. If they spend $1 to build a part of a road, they take in 10 cents on that dollar for the timber sales. The other 90 cents is being paid for with our taxes. That is the importance of this issue right here, right now, today. A lot of people who don't actually see the devastation to the wild lands may not think of this as an immediate priority issue. They may be more concerned with the potential for war in Iraq or other issues that are closer to home. But this problem is close to home. It's not just as visible. The preservation of wilderness in the American West affects the amount of rain that falls over a farm in Nebraska or Iowa or Ohio. The presence of wilderness in the American West affects the quality of air in the East. And these things are important to us as a nation, and they are important immediately because the Forest Service is clear-cutting these areas as rapidly as they can. They're going fast. If something is not done right now, it's going to be gone. And that will affect the rest of the country.